We are looking ahead to what could be on tap in Ohio politics for 2024.
NBC4 Statehouse reporter Natalie Fahmy joins us now live to tell us what the first few months of the new year might look like. Natalie?
Jared, Jennifer, there are some pieces of legislation that have been a work in progress that will likely continue to move forward this year. And others, like a multi-billion-dollar spending bill, will be a new undertaking in 2024. Before the new year, legislators were working on several bills, including legislation to tweak the state's newly enacted recreational marijuana law. A bill did pass the Senate, but the House did not take it up. Now there are competing bills and ideas in both chambers. The Speaker of the Ohio House says he wants to get something done early this year.
We can also schedule a session, once we're able to figure all this out, and get it done if we need to do that.
As for new legislation, the state's capital budget, a multi-billion-dollar biannual bill, will likely be introduced within the next few weeks. It appropriates money for construction and renovations across the state, and parts of it focus on community investments.
What is something that local community needs or an area needs that's really going to make a difference and move the needle?
The capital budget will likely pass from the Statehouse in the spring or early summer. At least 2 veto overrides could also be on deck this year. Action has already been taken to override the governor's veto on a provision that would ban local municipalities from barring the sale of flavored tobacco products. The House overrode the veto before the new year. A Senate Republican spokesperson tells me the veto override would have support within their chamber, but there is no timeline for when that might be done at this point.
Just for uniformity's sake, but also from a job standpoint, we felt it was best. 60 of us felt it was best to go ahead and override that veto.
It was, I think, a very poor decision, and surprised that kind of energy was put into this override. But it speaks to, I think, how powerful the tobacco lobby remains, even here at the Statehouse.
House Bill 68 may also have a veto override vote. That bill is the Safe and Save Women's Sports Act, which the governor just vetoed on Friday. Both provisions of the bill would impact transgender youth in Ohio, and Republican lawmakers are already gearing up to take the vote to override the governor's decision. Lawmakers have until the end of the General Assembly, which is the end of this year, to override any vetoes. Earlier this evening, the Speaker announced a session for next week on January 10th, where a veto override is likely on House Bill 68. As of now, the Senate's first scheduled session is January 24th. Local for you at the Statehouse, I'm Natalie Fahmy, NBC4.